When George Herbert Walker Bush walked into my halls in January of 1989, there was no swagger, no grand reinvention, just experience, humility, and a resume longer than the East Wing. He had been a war hero, a congressman, UN ambassador, CIA director, and vice president. He didn't need to prove he could lead. He already had. Bush wasn't flashy. He didn't make history with words. He made it by navigating a world that was changing faster than anyone imagined. First came the fall of the Berlin Wall. Then the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Cold War, the defining struggle of the 20th century, was ending, and Bush didn't gloat. He stayed calm, strategic, gracious. He worked with allies, managed reunification, ensured peace through strength, not pride. He handled the moment with the quiet skill of a man who had been preparing for it his entire life. Then came Saddam Hussein. In August of 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait. Bush didn't hesitate. He built a global coalition. Over 30 countries secured UN backing and launched Operation Desert Storm. In 100 hours, US-led forces crushed the Iraqi military and liberated Kuwait. The war was decisive, disciplined, and ended without occupation. Bush's approval rating soared past 90%, and yet less than 2 years later, he lost re-election. Why? The economy, the post-war recession hit hard. He had famously said, "Read my lips, no new taxes," but facing a ballooning deficit and a gridlocked Congress, he broke that promise. Economically, it may have been the right decision. Politically, it was fatal. Ross Perot entered the race, split the vote, and Bill Clinton took the White House in 1992. Bush walked out of my doors with dignity. No bitterness, no scandal, just the quiet decency of a man who had served his country in every way he could. He didn't give soaring speeches, he didn't crave attention. But when history was turning, George H.W. Bush kept a steady hand on the wheel. And I remember. Because sometimes the greatest leaders are the ones who don't need to tell you they're great.